Do you often make decisions based on feelings rather than feelings? In this video, I will talk about the book, The Chimpanzee Paradox. In 5 sessions, we'll talk about how your mind controls your thoughts, and how you can stay happy while focusing on finding solutions to your problems. If you like the audio of this book, you can try it for free using the link in the description of this video. Lesson 1. Your brain has 2 conflicting signals. When it comes to understanding how our thoughts arise, the main explanation is that our brain is controlled by 2 factors. One is the rational side in the prefrontal cortex, defined as the human part of our brain that processes factual information, and the irrational side or emotions in the limbic system, which is fully grounded, defined as the inner chimpanzee. Thoughts. Whenever an incident occurs where these 2 clash, often the chimpanzee inside takes too long, and the problem becomes very unpleasant. So why is this happening, and is it something we can control? The limbic system works faster than the prefrontal cortex, and because it formed earlier in our evolution, it creates strong urges to act. We need to carefully control the speed of chimpanzees so that humans can control it. Depending on your mood, we can control our inner chimpanzee in different ways. Depending on your mood, there are many ways to control your inner chimpanzee. Lesson 2. How to control your inner chimpanzee. It's not easy to feel comfortable when you're in a bad mood, but there are many ways to prevent chimpanzees from using energy. There are 2 ways to control chimpanzees. Someone to cut it off. When you find yourself in a chimpanzee situation, the first thing you should try is to distract him by giving him a job. This keeps the chimpanzee busy and provides a chance to calm down. A simple example is counting to 10 or planning your daily activities. But what can you do if you can't offend a chimpanzee? 2. Volume. To catch a chimpanzee, you have to take it out. Everyone has a different way of breathing, whether through physical activity or speech. The goal is to get the chimpanzees to a place where they can no longer be controlled. That's when you can recover and take control of the situation at hand. Lesson 3. Attitudes and behaviors, and how they affect our lives. In addition to the human and chimpanzee parts of the brain, there is another part called the computer. This is responsible for the automated tasks generated by behavioral models. Since most of our day-to-day work is done automatically, it's important to keep our computers up to date with useful features. But sometimes we create destructive patterns, called leprechauns, based on experience. They make things happen. It causes anxiety that is difficult to deal with and difficult to overcome. So how can we identify and eliminate destructive habits? Identifying goblins is the hardest thing, as humans and chimpanzees are used to it. Once you identify that a pattern you repeat is destabilizing your mind, the only way to get rid of it is to turn it into a positive pattern. But be careful. Sometimes goblins return without you noticing. However, keeping your computer up to date can help you overcome problems more easily. Lesson 4. 4 simple ways to communicate. When communicating with someone, we must acknowledge where their feelings are coming from. Failure can cause all sorts of human problems.